The accused are denied any right to an attorney and may not question the authority of this tribunal. At the conclusion of this tribunal, I will issue a fair and swift verdict. The charges will be defined as I hear your testimony.
Marcus and Dom had their time in the spotlight. Now it's Baird and Cole's turn. Gears of War Judgment passes the torch to the former co-stars in this prequel, set a decade before the original game. It tells the story of Kilo Squad, sent on a mission soon after Emergence Day. When things go south, Kilo is put on trial and forced to recount the series of events that led them to the courtroom. It's a fun premise and leads to an appropriately awesome experience.
Right, of course you will.
You'll love improvements to control and gameplay. Developer People Can Fly injected some more action into Gears with Judgment, tweaking the controls to make the gameplay faster and more fluid. You're finally able to toss grenades by tapping the left bumper, and switching weapons is tied to the Y button, bringing Gears up to industry standards. It makes things smoother without sacrificing what makes Gears feel so unique. You'll hate unimpressive AI teammates and enemies. Whereas Gears of War 3's teammate AI was almost too good at taking down enemies, Judgments could use some work. Squad mates will often stay in one place for an entire battle without contributing anything, or they'll take their time running over to you when you're down. The enemies are dim, too, making some encounters play out more comedically than planned. You'll love that declassified missions are wonderful. Judgment implements a scoring system, where each mission awards points and stars for successful play. It also takes full advantage of the atypical storytelling by adding declassified missions, in which the character recounting the mission changes the story to include details like heavy fog or limited ammo.
Dust in our faces, dust in our eyes, dust in our guns. The grubs knew we were in trouble, so they came in close for the kill.
These added modifiers add difficulty and flavor, and helps improve your score for the area. Some of the changes are incredibly interesting, and help Gears of War's replayability. You'll hate the segmented feel of the levels. In order to accommodate the declassified missions and the new score system, the campaign's levels were shortened. Each ends with a score screen that temporarily halts the combat. While it doesn't actually impact the overall game length, it does make the story feel segmented, like Judgment is constantly pumping the brakes. You'll love survival mode's take on Horde. Gears of War Judgment doesn't include a traditional Horde mode, but it does feature a wave-based survival mode. In it, you're still holding out against waves of enemies, but now there's a class system, and you're defending a base instead of just trying to survive. It's extremely satisfying, and while it might not be as primal as holding out and blowing up anything that comes close, it adds some appreciated strategy to the game type.
Oh no! Hell no! I don't do bugs!
You'll hate that it's not as funny as you'd expect. Cole and Baird have always served as the comic relief, with Baird's non-stop sarcasm and cynicism clashing nicely with Cole's cheerful, over-the-top demeanor. While both are well represented in Judgment, neither really shine. You'd expect a Baird-centric game to let the character's personality out. And though you'll definitely feel connected to all the members of Kilo Squad, there's much less comedy than you'd think. Judgment's story is light and fun, and never takes itself too seriously, opting instead to focus on enhancing Gears' signature combat with some fun new tricks. Plus, you'll want to lose dozens of hours in multiplayer, and play through the single player multiple times, thanks to declassified missions. The verdict is in, and Judgment's the most entertaining Gears of War game yet. Gears of War Judgment gets 4 out of 5 stars.